Hello, how are we doing? Hello to all my group members, especially the new Antarctica group. I hope everyone is well and everybody had a good Christmas. So I'm just driving back through England. My face looks really orange, it's not. Anyway, but yeah, a little festive greeting from myself. What can we expect from 2022? I wonder. What sort of year is coming? I wonder. I'm actually just going home now, and I have I've got a few episodes to do actually. My main YouTube channel is down at the moment. I'm in jail for another 8 days, I think, so I can't live stream. Yeah, YouTube, Satan Valley. Anyway, but please subscribe to my second channel because I'm not sure how long my main channel is going to be up. I really don't, you know. So if you want to follow me, the better place really to follow me is on LBRY or Odyssey. Or on my second YouTube account, ESOTERIC Knight of Malta, II, like capital, like 2, Roman numerals 2. Anyway, so, yeah, the world. I've just had a lovely time seeing some of my family. And my lovely little niece that I've never seen before, she's absolutely gorgeous little girl. Oh my God, really treasure. Big shout out to Mishi, thanks for inviting me, my sister. It was lovely to see everybody. So anyway, I hope everybody has had a good Christmas. The weather is awful. Oh, my sister's just messaged me. The weather is atrocious. Yeah. But I've got a big episode to make. I'm going to go home to do it now and tomorrow and the next day probably. It's a compilation of 2020 and 2021. And it's good. It's really good. It's big. It's got a lot. It's probably the biggest compilation you'll see online, maybe. So yeah, that's going to be good. Well, really looking forward to doing that. I've also got another episode coming out on cryptids. That's going to be good as well. So yeah, all is well. And I had something to talk about. Yeah, actually, I discovered some news yesterday.
So all this microwaves are going right to your brain if it's held up close to your skull.
Funnily enough, it was yesterday, and those towers that you see popping up, I know in America, sorry, people driving awkwardly. Those towers are being activated on the 5th of January. Very interesting. I thought that was interesting.
From arch rivals Boeing and Airbus, a rare joint call for the government and cell phone industry to postpone the 5G cell phone rollout set to go live in 2 weeks. The world's biggest playmakers warn 5G interference could adversely affect the ability of aircraft to safely operate.
30, 20.
The concern, 5G ground stations could interrupt a plane's radio altimeter, which provides precise altitude readings when landing in poor visibility. The FAA recently prohibited pilots from using altimeters during landing in bad weather starting in January when close to 5G sites. 7,000 runways and 2,500 airports, large and small, in potential interference zones. The airline industry says that airworthiness directive could impact 345,000 flights, 32 million passengers facing diversions, delays, or cancellations. Boeing and Airbus want to limit 5G signals around airports as other countries have.
Other countries are very carefully regulating 5G so it won't interfere with radio altimeters. Here, it's the Wild West. They can put a tower wherever they want.
Tonight, the cell phone industry tells NBC News 5G networks operate safely without interference in nearly 40 countries around the world. There is no legitimate factual basis for a delay in implementation. Meanwhile, if you're among the millions flying over the holidays, the TSA and United Airlines are piloting LAX Fastlane in Los Angeles, allowing United passengers who don't have pre-check to reserve a 15-minute TSA screening window.
This allows you to still have an expedited security experience, and that's the benefit for our customers.
Ideal for customers who don't fly often or need some extra time.
And Tom, speaking of the TSA, there was another violent passenger incident last night, this one in Miami, and I'm told it got pretty serious.
Yeah, that's right. Police say a suspect tried to steal one of those airport golf carts. When the police approached that suspect, they got into an altercation with the suspect. Then another suspect jumped in. In all, the officer pulled his gun as he awaited backup. The fight got out of control. Really yet another extreme example of bad behavior in airplanes and airports.
I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel, but I'm not going to comment on it because that's when I get in trouble. So interesting. And we know about January. I know Cliff High was saying January is going to be really bad. And does that link to those obelisks being turned on? I wonder. I think it might be. Sorry for the beard as well. My clipper, I cannot find the chargers for my clippers. So yeah, I might just keep growing it. But anyway, that's interesting. I was going to put it on my YouTube yesterday, but it's not the sort of news you post on Christmas Day, is it? Yeah. And, you know, this new G is really a stepping stone to G. You know what I mean? Read my mind. Robotics, IoT, the Internet of Things. G is only a stepping stone to G. So I'm looking at one now, actually. Yeah, interesting. I'm not going to comment on it anymore. So, yeah. But I wish everybody in all my groups all the best for 2022. I'd like to say we're going to have a better year. We may have a better year. Depends on your perspective. But also, it depends on the people, whether they consent or not, doesn't it? So we got to keep fighting and keep trying to wake people up. Really, that's what we have to do.
Microwaves
it's going to be an interesting year. I heard there's going to be some movement in Ukraine even over the next few days. It was touted as something happening between Christmas and New Year. So we've just entered that little period. So don't be surprised if NATO come in and start poking the bear, let's say. So anyway, I did have something else to talk about, but I really can't remember now what it was. But yeah, anyway, it's been a strange couple of years, hasn't it? It really has. It's almost felt like 1 year, just one long year. Yeah. The days of Noah. That's what they're trying to bring back. The days of Noah. Are we building gods or are we building Terminators? That's a good question. What is artificial intelligence? Is it not foreign intelligence? That's what I think it is. So yeah, very interesting. The hybrid age. I will be putting up the Rise Above episode as well on my account after I get around all the copyright on the music, because I want that episode up. Because it's a great episode. I love it. Happy Christmas to all the Rise Above guys as well, and Master Lee as well, and the Sheep Farm Boys if they're watching. They're great. Podcasts are awesome. So yeah, I wonder if there was a good party at Downing Street last night. Yeah. So, as I am actually can't remember what I was going to talk about, but yeah. I think that'll do, because I can't remember anything else to talk about. Well, I can talk about other stuff, but it's not really important. But yeah, it is the time. Oh, what was that saying I heard yesterday? It is the time to look after yourself and start making alliances. If you know any farmers that are awake, they're very good people to know. Start making networks. Live off grid. It's another one. But yeah, but also health. I'm actually, yeah, this is what I want to talk about. I'm actually, over the last couple of years, I'm just looking at the directions. Over the last couple of years, I've been eating a lot less meat. I love seafood anyway, eat plenty of fish. But I've been eating a lot less meat generally. And I've been noticing my muscles on my legs, because I used to ski a lot. Where are we going here? Sorry. I've been noticing my leg muscles deteriorating, getting smaller. And you know what? I'd be very careful with the vegan diet. And it's a tricky one, isn't it? It's like, what's it called? The circle of life. The bigger species usually prey upon the smaller species. And is that wrong or right? Very tricky, very elaborate debate and contest over that, those ethics of whether to eat animals or not. Now, even when I do eat meat, even when I ate some beef at Christmas Day yesterday, and I did actually think about the cow. When I start eating meat now, give a thought to the animal that's on your plate, because I think acknowledging their sacrifice in a way for your benefit is very important to the ether, to the general universe. Anyway, but yeah, my point is really, I'm actually going to start training again and eating more meat again to get some more protein, because I think, and it links to the Chinese, it links to the American army, the new trans US army. Yeah, it's very harmful, the vegan diet, to some people that are on it, and also the society in which they live in. The strength of men, alpha males, skinny jeans, Manbags. I was just talking to my sister and her husband about this agenda, and the Prime Minister of Luxembourg's boyfriend. Yeah. So I'm going back to eating more meat, and gonna just start training again and getting the muscle back on my body, because I think the times that we're coming into, it's very important to be strong-minded, and strong in the muscles. I think that's going to be very important. So anyway, a little insight into my little life. And yeah, we're going to keep fighting. Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year. Eyes open, no fear.